Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. My name is Lucca, and today I am building in the beautiful world of Granite Falls once again. It's been a minute since I've built here, but today it's a little bit of a different setup. I have my face in the video. As you can see, I don't know if you're watching, but I actually recorded this as a Let's Build, and I wasn't really happy with the video, to be perfectly honest. So I thought we could just swap it to a speed build. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have my face going in all different directions with the time lapse. So I thought we could just record a little face footage to put over top of that. But this build is, like I said, it's built in Granite Falls. I'm only using the base game plus outdoor retreat. I was just in the mood. I don't know. I just wanted to limit myself a little bit. And I gave myself just that little bit of restriction. And I had this idea of a divorced dad lives here, and he has his teen daughter come visit from time to time, and he has some, fellow divorced dads that he just has over all the time. I really need to make these Sims because I have such an image in my head of what they would be. I don't know. I've been itching to play again. So this is a really fun one to probably get back into the game with and all that stuff. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. I'm just kind of spitballing at this point. But yeah, this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom little cabin here in Granite Falls. Obviously, you don't have to place it here in Granite Falls. You can place it anywhere. If you do play in Granite Falls, of course, it will be classified as a rental lot. But you can place this down anywhere and make it a rental lot also. You just can't live in Granite Falls, which honestly, can we get a fix? Sims team, can we get a little fix for that? That'd be great. I know they won't. But it would be nice to be able to live in Granite Falls. I don't know, just because the whole rental aspect and all that is, with any world now, it's kind of defeats the purpose of having destination worlds at this point. Just imagine being able to live in Selva Dorada. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Living in Selva Dorada would be so much fun. I just feel like we don't have enough, I don't know. I don't have enough experience with these worlds because, when do you send your Sims to camp? It's a vacation for a reason. It's a special occasion. It's not something you do, all the time. I don't know. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below because, personally, I would love to live in Granite Falls because it's in the woods. It looks like it's in the mountains. There's lots of trees and nature around. It's very, very pretty, and I've always loved it. Even from day one, it's awesome, but with the fact that I'm building with just the base game and outdoor retreat means that obviously I'm going to go for just one style. There's not really another way you can go about it. So I just built a pretty standard looking cabin, but honestly, it was really fun to do that. For some reason, it was just nice to build something really cozy and simple. And I got the chance to use these little log end pieces that came with the base game. I think that their primary intention was to use these with say more Adobe kind of the deserty kind of builds. I see it in my head. I don't know how to describe it, but definitely something maybe used in Oasis Springs more, but I think it worked really well here. I love how it just added a little extra detail to the log cabin vibes. I don't know. If you look at it really closely, you might be like, that doesn't look right, but who cares? It's just for the vibes. You just look at it and you're like, oh yeah, it's kind of like how you build an Animal Crossing. If you look too closely at it, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't really make sense, but it's all about the vibes. It's all about the aesthetic, I really wanted though for this cabin to be pretty cozy, and I kept the floor plan pretty simple. I didn't really create a hallway or a separate kitchen or all that stuff. It's just one big open room with 2 small bedrooms and a little bathroom. It's really simple. I did have a little ladder going up to the attic space though, so there is a little little tiny attic space up there. Is it really functional? Not really. You can go up there, but there's not really a lot to do up there. It's really just like a storage place. It's, again, for the vibes. But yeah, I like it. It's cute. It's simple. And I was trying to go for this silly, like, not blank, what am I trying to say? This really light washed wood tone for the flooring. I'm so glad I changed it because it did not scream cozy to me. It screamed, we're trying to be like aesthetic, you know? No, this is not that kind of build. It's just a cozy little cabin in the woods. I can see the type of sim living here. He's a divorced dad, you know, he's kind of a burly, like lumberjack, pretty, you know, stereotypical of someone that would live here probably. But I don't know, maybe later in life he discovered his sexuality, or, you know, maybe he just discovered new things about himself, and he has like his, you know, dads who are his bros, sort of. I don't know. I just see it. I can just see the vibes in my head. I would love to make these Sims though, honestly. It sounds like a lot of fun to play. I can see the daughter, maybe initially she's kind of like really into tech or something, and then her mom, you know, is like, you need to go see your dad, and she's like, fine. And then when she comes out here, she's like, oh my God, nature. And then at first she's like, ew, but then she's like, oh, wait a minute. I actually love nature. It's peaceful. It's beautiful. And she becomes like kind of witchy, and she's like in touch with nature, and like the, you know, the you know, the vibes. I don't know. I've learned I have a hard time expressing what's up here with words sometimes, but hopefully you get the idea. I definitely need to make these Sims, like I said 3 times already. But what have y'all been up to in your Sims games? Totally unrelated, side note. What have y'all been up to? I've got early access to, is it early access? I don't know if it's early access because I don't remember the release date. It may already actually be out. So yeah, I don't know, because I'm really bad at keeping up with stuff. But I received a code for Crystal Creations, the new stuff pack for The Sims 4, and I need to actually try that out. And I'm really just procrastinating doing that because I was like, oh, I have another video I need to do. I'll do that first. Anytime I make something or I need to do something that's like important-ish, I procrastinate. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because I'm a perfectionist and I need things to go perfectly well the first time out, or I lose my mind. I don't know. It's just the little talented and gifted child in me, ADHD burnout pipeline. It's just that. But anyways, back to the build. Let's just get back on track. My ADHD is doing that thing where it's like, ooh, no. You need to back away and talk about something different. No, you don't. Just talk about the build. But yeah, I'm just doing some simple landscaping with this because honestly, if you were to go heavy with the landscaping on a lot in Granite Falls, it ain't gonna look right, because in Granite Falls it's kind of spaced apart a little bit, all the landscaping, but it's spread out in a specific way that I'm like, you don't need to add a bunch of landscaping on the lot that you're building on. It would just be too much. But to make sure to kind of give it some texture and some variation, some shape, I made sure to go throughout the lot and add little tufts of grass. That also came with Outdoor Retreat. Beautiful little detail. Honestly, I thought it looked kind of dumb at first, but the more that I did it, the more it just, I don't know, it changed up the, it gave the little texture. What am I trying to say? It gave some variation of like height and shape, instead of it just being like a flat ground. Something I need to try doing that I'm always intimidated by it, because every time I do it, I don't like it, and I don't know how to use it properly, are the terrain tools in this game. I want to be able to use it just to add subtle little variations, because I've seen a lot of people build in The Sims 4 with them subtly, not just like going crazy ham wild with like big hills and cliffs. People just kind of using it subtly to add little variations and shapes into your Sims builds. I don't know. It's kind of hard to use them, like the terrain tools, because the whole entirety of the game is kind of like all the lots are put in pretty flat areas. And then if you do any terrain tools, like terrain manipulation, it just looks kind of odd and out of place. I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts? Again, leave them in the comments. I always ask y'all to comment because it does help me out a lot, helps the algorithm, but also it's nice to talk. It's nice to get y'all's opinions. I do read your comments, by the way. I'm overwhelmed. There's so many comments. Y'all are so nice, and y'all are also so incredibly, like, I don't know, you're just so well put. Like, you really just know how to comment. Whenever I go to comment a video, I'm just like it a lot. Haha. That's all. I don't know how to talk. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, here I am just adding a little bit more detail with the exterior. I just added these little fence pieces, and those are show live edit objects that came with Outdoor Retreat. Beautiful, beautiful little items. I do not use them enough. They are so nice. I love this. There's a dark wood version like this one, and then there's like a lighter wood version, which is also very pretty. But yeah, I think this was honestly all I needed to do for this to look nice, and I feel like it fits really nicely here. I think this is going to go on my save file. What I've been doing lately is I have another save, like an empty save file that is like my random builds, and I think that's where I was building it, and I need to just download it back into my other save so that it's there. I don't know why I had to explain that, but yeah, I was debating on which cabinets to use in the kitchen because honestly, the base game counters we've used so much. Okay, there's only so many times I can use these and be happy with it. And I went with the kind of industrial like wood top ones because the colors just made better sense. It just fit better with the vibes. So I just went with that. But dear God, can they abandon these very niche kit ideas and make it go basic again? Like the bathroom clutter kit. Love her. She is wonderful. Not that little drawer item, but the rest of it was great. I want like a kitchen. I want another kitchen kit or something, or a bed kit or a curtain kit. For crying out loud, give me a curtain kit. Give me a rug kit, a plant. Well, we had a plant kit. We had multiple actually, but yeah, I could have more honestly, but just, I want more counters, and I know they are so much work. Like, seeing like a lot of people were always so demanding of it, but a lot of CC creators have been like, listen, I can tell you it's a lot of work because they have a lot of shapes to make. They have a lot of bits and pieces to make. They have to do the corner piece, the end piece, the other end piece, the other corner end piece, then just all sorts of random bits and bobs and cabinets like for the wall. That's a whole other ordeal as well. But anyways, with this build, you can kind of get the vibes that I'm going for. It's very woody. I don't know. It's very woodlandy, I guess you could say. Just a lot of wood around, a lot of dark brown tones, you know. That's really it. Touches of green, you know me. I can't not do touches of green. Green is my favorite color, but particularly more like, you know, deeper greens. I love a nice sage green, you know, when it's used right, not overused in minimalist design, but, you know, nice sage greens. I also really enjoy like nice little touches of the gold and the orange in this build too, like the little runner on that table in the kitchen. I really, really love the vibes. I'm very much so here for it. I would feel instantly comforted walking into this cabin. It would probably smell lovely in here. Like, it would probably smell a little bit, but like wood, campfire, maybe pine, you know, I can just, there's just a certain note that I'm just picking up on, just thinking about it. Do y'all ever do that? Is that just the neurodivergent in me where I kind of can really like imagine a space in my head and like all of the different senses I would feel? I don't know. That might be a neurodivergent thing because I've learned that not everybody has like the same kind of workings up here, in the sense that like not everybody has inner monologue. Some people like I don't know how you word it exactly. I don't know what it's called. I don't want to misquote anything, but you know how you can like imagine an image in your head and there's like almost like a spectrum of how like realistic and how good you can imagine that image, or how bad you can imagine that image. Like, just think of an apple. Like, that's really the way that a lot of people have like done it, like little things on Twitter and stuff, where you think of an apple, and if you can close your eyes and think of like how detailed it is, I can see the leaf, I can see the red, the orange little strippies. Like I can see everything. Like I see everything the apple has to offer. But some people don't think that way. Like some people, when they think of an apple, they think of like the shape of an apple, or like a drawing of an apple, or something that's, sometimes they can't even imagine an apple in their head fully. That's a very extreme like rarity, but some people can just think of just the very basic shape and concept of an apple. I don't know. I don't know why I got on that tangent, but yeah, I'm the type of person that I can vividly imagine the apple, like vividly. And it's the same way like with reading. Like for me, reading, whenever I read a book, like a novel, like a story, whatever, it's like a little movie going on in my head. And it's more than just a movie. I can like imagine the smells, and I can imagine the sounds, the textures, like the temperature, like it's not something that's just like blooms in my head. I can think about it for a second and it'll get there, but it's still like a movie going on up here. Like that's why I read fan fiction a lot, because they're beautifully made, and I can imagine it in my head, you know. I don't know. Do y'all have that? Let me know, because that's a fun little thing to talk about. I don't know. All right, we're back to the build. Back to talking about the build. I was wanting to put a TV in here, and every time I looked at it, I was like, I hate that. So I got rid of the TV, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this dad hates TV. Maybe he's not that kind of guy. Maybe he's like, listen, I don't love TV. I'll have a TV, and I'll occasionally watch it, but it's not everything to him. It's not his thing. You know, he's more than happy just being outside with nature and, you know, all that good jazz. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe him and his previous partner, you know, the two of them were just not together in the same way. Like he wanted nature and outdoors. She wanted, or they, we'll just say they, because it could have been anybody, you never know. You know, maybe they wanted to be in the city and be like near people and, you know, near the hustle and bustle and the noise. And, you know, he was like the complete opposite. And, you know, maybe the daughter was just, you know, starting to become more like her mother or her other parent, and maybe the dad was like, listen, I need to get you outside. I need you to realize that there's a nice balance in the world that you need to kind of find. And he was like, this is my balance, let's find you a balance. You know, I don't know, I see it in my head. I just want to play these Sims now. I think that's what I'm gonna do. The thing is though, if I was to make Sims for this house, I would probably have to place this in another world. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it would work in somewhere like Willow Creek, or I don't really know, actually. Let me know. Where should I place this house? Maybe Chestnut Ridge? Is that what it's called, from Horse Ranch? That might be pretty good too. I feel like that would fit quite nicely. I could even update it to kind of have Horse Ranch stuff. I hate the name of that pack. I'm just gonna be honest. I want to say Ranch Living, or, you know, Horse Living, something. Get horses, you know, get ranch, something, you know. I don't like Horse Ranch. It doesn't roll off the tongue for me. Like if you say it too fast, it's Horse Ranch, Horse Ranch. I'm like, are you horseradish? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. The bedroom for the teen daughter, I will say, God, I'm so all over the place. I'm so sorry for my ADHD. But the bedroom in here is supposed to be really simple, and not supposed to be very big. It's, you know, the room she stays in when she visits. It's not supposed to be like her full bedroom. It's like her partial bedroom, you know? She might have a few things from home, like, you know, I think the picture that I put on the dresser, I was like, oh, this is like a picture of her and her friends. You know, I wish that little like picture, it looks like a sports team or something. I wish that little picture had more like variations in it. That would be kind of nice. I went with just like green accents in this room too, because I think the dad maybe decorated this himself and it looks very nice. You know, maybe he's got an eye for some design, but maybe she's like, oh, Dad, I don't like the color green. And he's like, what do you mean you don't like the color green? Look where you are. You don't like how it looks outside. And then she's like, no, I don't. See, again, with the storytelling, I need to make these Sims. I need to play these Sims. Also, I am so sorry if I'm like looking all over the place with my eyes. I don't know where to put my eyes. I'm not used to a camera. I'm used to a microphone. I'm used to just rambling and just like going da 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 da, you know? So I need to remember I can just look right there at you and I'm looking down at me and ooh, yeah. So anyways, yeah, the dad's bedroom, I was gonna put like the bed in the middle and all that stuff, but I was like, he lives here. This is his bedroom. He doesn't really share it with people much. Maybe later on, but you know, oh gosh, I do love the bedroom though. It's really cozy, really simple. Like the dresser and the bed and stuff that came with Outdoor Retreat, so cute. I love the log vibes and just the bedding patterns. It's just super cute, and the colors are nice too. I wish there was more, but I do like it a lot. This is the small attic space. Nothing crazy going on up here. I just put some stuff that, you know, you would realistically see in an attic, like maybe some stuff that he doesn't use anymore or stuff that he doesn't use all the time. I put a little chest up here, an old broken radio, we'll say. This little chair, I was like, oh, maybe he bought this for his daughter when she was young, and she doesn't really like sit in it anymore because she's like, you know, a teenager, but he keeps it because he's just like, oh, I used to like, you know, wrap her up in a little blanket and all that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comments down below, and this is available on the Sims 4 gallery under the username Lucca Owens. That is LuccaOwens. And yeah, that is pretty much everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.